Oh, hi. A lot of people ask me how to run music with a Bluetooth remote and GoButton, which is how I ran my music in my shows for a very long time. So I'm going to show you just a really easy couple of tips. If you're not a tech person, this is great. I did this for, like I said, a long time, and it saved me saves money, and it's pretty reliable too. So what I did is I got a little Satechi Bluetooth remote. It's USB, charges by USB-C, which is great. And the power's right there on the bottom. And I just found an old iPod Nano belt clip and just gaffed it or glued it to it, and that goes on the side of my belt like that. I find Bluetooth remotes struggle sometimes with being in your pocket. I discovered that recently when I had to use one. Now I use Audio Ape Pro for all of my stuff. I do everything through QLab. So I'm going to put a video out that teaches some easy QLab stuff. But for today, it'll be GoButton. But the first thing you'll do is you got to pair this bad boy. So I don't know why I called it that. That's weird. You're just going to go to Bluetooth like you would pair anything. You turn it on right there. Bing. It goes blue because of the Bluetooth. So I'm going to use this pen here because I didn't realize I needed this. Pair. Hold it down for a second. Should start blinking. You know, we've all used Bluetooth before. It's 2025. Let's see here. It's going to pop up as keyboard. It will hit keyboard. It will connect. And Bluetooth remote control connected. Wow, magics. So what you're going to do now is you will open up GoButton. You can download that from the App Store. It is free on the iPhone. There's two versions. There's a paid one, which gets you unlimited playlists. I used it for many years. I never needed to because I'm constantly changing playlists depending on the venue I'm performing at. But it is nice to have if you have like a 30-minute or a 10-minute set or 15. It's good to do. And they're nice people. So give them money if you got extra money. So I'm going to open this up here and it gives you an example show. And so you can see I have that selected and so up and down, like this, up and down gives me volume control. Side to side gives me moving forward in the tracks. And then the center button, right here, the center button, that's going to be your go. I don't know why it's counting, but it is. So what I did is I put these little gemstones. You can find them at Michael's or any sort of craft store, and glue them to the button so you can feel them on your side. That's a pro tip I learned from many other magicians. I'm not that smart. So that's the way this thing's all ready to go. That's what I love about Bluetooth. You turn it on and it's connected. You got about a 30-foot range. It's not as good as like an Audio 8 Pro. If you want like a 300-foot range, I recommend that. I'll put a link into the bottom. It is a lot more money, but it is worth it. So I use it, especially if you have to set up your music at the end of like a ballroom or at the end of a theater. It's good to go. So now your Bluetooth is connected, which is great. So I will show you an easy way to import tracks now. So what you will do first is you're going to go up to this top corner, and I'm going to say new cue template. This is anytime you import a song or something you're going to use as a track, this is how it's going to be in default as it imports into GoButton. So I leave everything pretty much as is. I do turn on stop others. I think it's default on off. I turns off all the other cues. So if basically what happens is when a track starts playing, it'll stop everything else. So if you accidentally, it's very easy to accidentally hit go or the center enter button too many times, and all the tracks will keep going. That's the downside. So every track I have, once it starts, it stops everything else. If you want two tracks happening at the same time, that's a little bit more advanced. You can do that, but just make sure to turn off stop others. That's important. I always then I make sure auto follow is not on, and then the other thing I just add is go actions right here, and I make sure fade out stop cue is on. So I'll remove that and then I'll re-add it. So I'm gonna hit plus fade out stop cue. So my second go, the second time I hit go on the track, if I hit it by accident, I just hit it again. It'll fade out stop, and then you can go backwards on your remote and go back to the track to restart it. That's the easiest way to do it, I find. So now we will add a track first. How you get a track into GoButton, have everything either in your Dropbox or your iCloud files, which is what I use. Um, You can also have stuff in iTunes or Apple Music as it's called, but it gets confusing because the stuff you own is mixed with the stuff you stream if you have a subscription, and it's sometimes hard to find stuff. So I recommend having everything in Dropbox or iCloud. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open my files. I will go to Files. That's my iCloud files. I have a folder for all of my show music, as you can see here. So I'm going to go down to the thing I want to bring in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this track here, Bottles. I will hit this share button. I will slide over, and sometimes Go button pops up right here, but it's not there now, so you just hit more. Slide all the way down, you'll see Go button, and that's going to send it into Go button. It looks like nothing happened, but it's there now. You will hit Edit, Plus, and then right there under Documents is Bottles, the track I just brought in. I'm going to bring that in, hit Add, bingo bango, it's there inside. I'm going to change the title. It's the long full title of what the file is named as, so I'm just going to shorten it to Bottles because that is the trick. I will see it is now in as the original preference that I saved as the queue template. You'll see here that it will stop all others, and the go action that is saved, which is the one we made, is fade out stop queue. Fantastic. And what's great is if you don't want to use all the track, you can right up here at the top. It's kind of a pain sometimes. You got to grab the edge, and you can drag that in like so. Or you can start it at a different point right there, and you can hit preview, see how it sounds. I'm just going to use the whole track. I do like to have the track edited separately in like GarageBand or something, Audacity. That way you don't really have to think about it if you have to quickly remake a set list. I kind of save the files as how they need to be, but however you want to do it is your choice. So I'm going to select bottles here. I have the remote paired. I will hit go. It starts playing. Oh, I hit it by accident. Okay, I hit it again. And now it is fading out, as you can see right there. So if you want to change the order of the playlist, you're going to hit edit and hold down for a second, and you're going to slide that up like so, and you leave it right there. So now it is the first thing that goes. So that cuts up to the top, and you're ready to go. And some other just real quick tips. If you want, for example, what I used to do is I made like a 30-minute pre-show set of music that would just play on loop for until it's time for showtime. So you hit go on that, and then once you hit go again, it'll fade out and your introduction can happen. Or if you walk onto music, you just hit the track again. You can also set it to auto follow, which is good too. So the second you hit that, it goes into the next track. Like I said, I don't recommend that because it's very easy to accidentally hit the go button. I've done it so many times on stage, and you have to go over to your iPad or your phone or whatever and say stop, fix it. So I recommend hitting go and then having go the next go being a fade out and stop. That way you always know what the button is going to do. It can do lots of things, like I said, loop, duck audio, raise audio, depending on what you need it to do. But if you're using go button, I recommend keeping it simple. If you want to get more complex, I recommend using QLab. That's how I'm doing stuff now with audio, video, and camera. I'm going to put a video out for that with some very easy ways to handle that because that's a much more complex application. And that's it. So if you have any comments, questions, fan mail, or hate mail, put it in the comments. Like, subscribe, yada yada. That helps get the views, helps people out find these type of videos. And that's about it. Have a nice day. Be nice to one another. Okay, bye.